Hi Cambly students, my name is Tutor John and I'm a tutor here on Cambly. I've been teaching IELTS for well over 13 years now and have literally taught thousands of IELTS students, both face-to-face and online. Today I'm going to be telling you 2 hot tips on how to get an 8 in IELTS. That's right, tired of getting a 6, tired of getting a 6.5? There's certain things you need to do to hit a target of 7 and a target of 8 minimum band in speaking, and here's the 2 hot tips for today. Stop reciting and start speaking. IELTS is not a reciting test where you're reading everything and just blah, blah, blah. That's not going to get you a 7. It's not going to get you an 8. It's barely going to get you a 6.5. You have to start speaking. What do I mean by that? All of the students, what they do now is you go on your phone, oh, IELTS help. You download all the new questions, and then you download all the answers, okay? And then you start practicing them, you write them down, and you practice your answers, and you're basically rehearsing and reciting what your answers are. Well, the examiner knows you're reciting. They know you're not speaking. That, number one, you're never gonna get a high score on part number 3 because you have no idea what you're saying. And number 2, the examiner knows when you're reciting. Let me give you an example, okay? So the question is, part 2, describe your dream home. Reciting. My dream home is 7 rooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a living room, a dining room, a kitchen, and I want to have a balcony. I'm going to have 1 big room with a big TV so I can do my video gaming. And then, because I like having my friends over. And I want to have a big gym so that I can play basketball, because I love Kobe, poor Kobe. And I don't really need a yard, but I want to have a yard because I want my friends and my family to come over so we can kind of hang out in the yard too. I think my house is going to be in the countryside because I like the fresh air and the environment of the countryside and the peacefulness, and it's very quiet. So this is my dream house. Okay, so that's a bad example of reciting and a bad answer, to be quite honest. Lucky if that's a 5.5 or maybe a 5.5, a 6 if the examiner is feeling sorry for you. Okay, this is how you deliver your part 2 answer. You kind of have to paint a picture, okay? You're just not reciting, you're speaking, okay? You need to pretend you're an artist and you're painting a picture and making a big story, a believable story. So here it is. Describe my perfect home, my dream house. Whew. Well, let me tell you, I love the beach. My dream house is going to be on the beach and I want it on a cliff. I want 360-degree panoramic view, floor to ceiling windows. The front side of my home is going to be overlooking the sea line. The back side of my home, since it's on a cliff, is going to be going up the mountainside, okay? It's going to be massive. The bedrooms I really don't care too much about, but I want a huge wood deck outside, a wood deck and a pool. Not a big pool, but a pool big enough to do laps in. 2 other hot points in my house. One's going to be the kitchen. I love cooking and I love entertaining. My kitchen is going to be a fully equipped, modernized, massive kitchen with everything I want. I want the double stacked ovens. I want a big Jenn-Air barbecue grill on the inside, 6-burner grill, okay? I want the double door on top. The bottom, the Jenn-Air massive refrigerator to cool everything. Oh, I gotta have a beer cooler to the side as well. Not only that, I want an indoor barbecue. I want an indoor barbecue for when the weather's bad. Going out onto my deck, I'm gonna have a barbecue pit where I can invite my friends and barbecue as well. Okay? Every night I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna look at the ocean and I'm gonna relax as the sun is coming down. And that is my dream home. So that's just a simple example, okay, on how to get an 8, 8.5, which I can easily get. I am American and a native speaker. But the point of this video is to show you the difference between reciting and actually speaking. Use some body language, paint a story, give more details, okay? Give more details. I gave you a basic outline on how to do it. Part 2, on how to get an 8 in IELTS. Part 2. You gotta stop with the idioms, okay? I'm American, I don't speak in idioms, and I don't fill my mouth full of big words, okay? I do not. Most of the students online now, most of them are coming in and saying, I need to say 2 to 3 idioms to get a 7. And I just don't believe that, because I'm pretty sure I can get a 9 and not use any idioms. Students always say it. I was feeling under the weather. It was raining cats and dogs just the other day. These are like the problem is you're really not using them the right way. If you speak and you don't recite, you're gonna do much better, okay? It's not raining cats and dogs, okay? There was a torrential downpour blowing in from the east that flooded the area, okay? That's what speaking is, okay? I was feeling under the weather. Well, sure you were feeling under the weather. Or, oh my God, I was so sick I couldn't even get out of bed or open my eyes, okay? You need to use body language, use examples, and that's how you're gonna get to an 8. Stop reciting, start speaking, stop using everyday idioms. For some of you that are new to Cambly, it is learning and tutoring and English on demand worldwide. Doesn't matter if you're using your cell phone, laptop, iPad, you turn it on, you press the button, boom, you're learning English. If you'd like me to teach you IELTS, well then click on the link below and I'll see you in class. Thanks.